AirsoftGI would like to thank our sponsors.
Hi GI TV, I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and today's kind of a special video because we've been hearing a lot of feedback from our viewers in GI TV land on Facebook, on Twitter, on our YouTube comment section, and all you've been asking for are some Polarstar engines and some AirsoftGI custom Polarstar setups. Well, that's exactly what we have for you here today. Our tech department has come out with 3 different AirsoftGI Polarstar customs for your perusal. Now, in case you're curious about what a Polarstar kit is, well, it starts with a Polarstar Fusion engine. And what is so amazing about them is that they provide an unbelievable amount of consistency and reliability. Now, you're also going to be able to adjust the gun to basically what you want to do. You can change the rate of fire, you can change the feet per second, and you're also going to be able to change the fire selector setup with the fire control unit in the gun. That means you're going to be able to do, obviously you have semi, you can have 2-shot bursts, you can have 3-shot bursts, you can have 5-shot bursts. It is pretty darn awesome. Now, you can also adjust this stuff on the fly, which is quite a benefit to most airsoft players, but it is worthy of note that a lot of fields, well, they check your guns from time to time to make sure you're on the same FPS. So if you are going to a bigger field, it is important that you check out the tournament lock that is made for Polarstars. That's so that referees can make sure that you're on the same FPS to conform with the regulations of your local field. Now, it is worthy of note as well that you need a Polarstar air tank and a Polarstar air rig to make this kit a full setup, as well as a mini LiPo battery for the fire control unit in the Polarstar Fusion engine. Now, we sell all of those on our website, so that is not a problem at all. I just want to make sure you know that so you don't get the gun and you're like, oh, why isn't it working? Darn. But you can get that on AirsoftGI.com. So without further ado, let's check out the AirsoftGI Polarstar Customs. Alright, so first off we have the AirsoftGI Custom Desert Battle Rifle Airsoft Gun. Definitely built as a, well, DMR style build, but why don't we talk about the front to back just so you get what's going on. Well, first of all, we've got a JP flash hider in there. This gun does have a 20-inch outer barrel. We also have a GNP low profile gas block. Now behind that we do have a Magpul Trs TRX 13-inch modular rail system. Now this is great because, well, a lot of the folks in the GI marketing department actually use a rail system similar to, if not the exact same rail setup, because it's very light, but also allows you to change where the rails are. Well, it's got modular rails, so you can switch it out to how you want your gun to be built. Very, well, you can just make it more custom or more personal. Now you also have a full metal upper and lower receiver, which is pretty great because, it actually doesn't add much weight to the gun, surprisingly enough. The magazine does not come with the gun, but that is going to be the least of your issues when you're buying a Polarstar because you're going to be spending a fair amount just on the gun and the rest of the kit itself. But further back, we do have a Magpul Trs Stock, which what's great about this is that it's incredibly solid while at the same time being very adjustable. We do have an adjustable cheek riser here as well as an adjustable butt plate, and we do have a concealed monopod here on the bottom, or excuse me, not a monopod, but a bottom rail setup, so you can add a monopod to your gun for added stability when you are airsofting. Now, there's not much other to say in this. You get the same reliability out of all the rest of these setups because there is the Polarstar Fusion engine with this, but again, you are going to have to get a mini LiPo battery for the fire control unit, as well as a high pressure air tank, as well as a high pressure air rig to make this gun fully functional. Now, as far as the inner barrel in this is concerned, you are going to get a 509mm in length inner barrel, and it's actually a 6.03 type bore inner barrel, making this very effective for long range airsofting. Now, this is going to go for around $999.99 on our website, and strict MAP policy applies. Alright, so next up is the AirsoftGI Custom Desert Carbine Airsoft Gun. Now, front to back, the features include a Go Gun Super Comp. We also have a 14.5-inch outer barrel, and on top of that is a GNP low profile gas block. Now, beneath the outer barrel, we have a Magpul 363mm, 6.03mm inner barrel. Now, outside of that, we actually do have a Magpul Noveski 13-inch NSR key mod rail setup. This is really great because they've got the key mod set up on the left and right side of the rail, and it actually is even, well, it weighs less than the previous Polarstar setup that we had on here. And it also provides a monolithic upper rail, which is great for mounting a variety of different scopes. You also get a full metal upper and lower receiver on this, as well as some MOE furniture. You're going to get an MOE pistol grip and an MOE stock, and as is expected, you're going to have the Polarstar Fusion engine pre-installed by our AirsoftGI tech department. Now this gun is going to go for around $950 on our website, and strict MAP policy applies. And lastly, we have the AirsoftGI custom mid-length desert carbine airsoft gun. Now front to back, we do have a JP flash hider. We have a 16-inch outer barrel, and for the inner barrel, it's sporting a Lonix 407mm 6.03 inner barrel. Now this is a Magpul 13-inch V-Tach modular rail kit. What's great about this is, well, obviously it's modular. It allows you to personalize the gun much more to your, well, personal playing habits. Also, Tim uses this exact thing, this exact rail setup on his LM4, and he likes it because it's very, very lightweight. Now further back, we do have a full metal upper and lower receiver, and because you have this V-Tach rail setup, it provides you with a monolithic upper rail to attach a wide variety of scopes and sights. Now we put a magazine here to show you what the gun looks like. Obviously the magazine does not come with this gun as previously mentioned. Now we also have, as is expected, the Polarstar Fusion engine drop-in kit pre-installed by our AirsoftGI tech department. Further back, we do have Magpul furniture. We have an MOE pistol grip, and we have an MOE stock. Now this gun is going to go for around $989.99 on our website, and strict MAP policy does apply, but I'm sure that you guys are getting really curious about how these guns fire, so we're going to head out to the outdoor firing range and check it out right now.
Alrighty, now I have our AirsoftGI custom Polarstars rigged up here. I got a high cap magazine. I've got my line running to a backpack. This is actually a Condor hydration carrier. My tank fits perfectly inside, and I've got this thing rigged up and ready to go. So let's see how this thing does. Now some of you avid Polarstar users out there can probably hear that this gun is not optimized for efficiency, but it does do a good job of actually firing the gun, and you can see and feel kind of how different it is from firing a regular AEG. There's absolutely no feedback from the gun at all. There's only like one little moving part inside the Fusion engine, and that's it. The rest of it is air driven. There's no noises, there's no shaking, there's no vibration, there's no feedback from the gun, and in that sense it's kind of like a big BB hose, which sounds like a bad idea, but it actually is surprisingly really cool because it's just instantaneous. BB's downrange. As fast as you can pull the trigger, this gun fires instantaneously. You don't have that wind up of the gearbox every time you pull the trigger like an AEG. So we've got some targets set up here. Why don't we take them out? Alright, and we are out of BBs. Now, as you can see, this Polarstar thing is pretty cool to shoot. It shoots around 370 FPS with 0.20 gram BBs, although that's not extremely important because the fire control unit and the air system set up here, you can actually optimize this thing to shoot the exact rate of fire and the exact FPS to meet your field's needs. Definitely check out this gun as well as its sister guns on our website, and you can definitely expect to see a lot more Polarstar customs out of the AirsoftGI tech department in the near future. Thanks for watching GI TV. My name's Tim. See you guys later.